Hi everyone, my name is Hannah, and I have a very serious problem. I have just huge breasts, and it's horrible. I can already feel your laughter and comments like, is that even a problem? It's a girl's dream. Maybe you're just bragging. But no, being a girl with huge breasts isn't easy, and I'm about to tell my story. To begin with, huge breasts are terribly uncomfortable. I'm very clumsy and awkward. If I go somewhere, first my chest steps into the room, and then me. And that is if the doorway is wide enough. Once, I went with my school on a tour to an ancient castle, and there were very narrow doors. You have no idea how embarrassing it was for me when I couldn't even turn around in these narrow and long openings because of my huge breasts. I constantly heard exclamations of surprise and laughter from others. And there was also a lot of attention everywhere. All the men were at a loss for words, forgetting what they wanted to say. I can't even remember what it's like when a guy looks into my eyes anymore. They can't take their eyes off my breast. And sometimes I think they are all just the same and so stupid. And this reaction happens even though I try to wear closed clothes. Girls behave the opposite when they see me. Their brain begins to work quickly, to think of a strategy and a plan to take out a competitor. Immediately, they start putting lipstick on their lips, trying to look taller or acting unnaturally rude. Some look with envy, and may say something unpleasant or grudgingly sniff their noses. And others try to ask for advice on what to eat or do to grow breasts like this. But I don't know the answer. If I did, I definitely wouldn't eat it anymore. I feel especially uncomfortable at PE class. How hard it is for me to run, jump, and play ball games. I am constantly leaning forward and feel like I am about to fall. In addition to the heaviness, when I run, my breast moves with me and bounces right up to my chin. Then everyone in the stadium immediately stops what they're doing and they start staring at me. It's so annoying. But the real horror is the beach. Everyone there devours me with their eyes. I have long ago stopped lying in the sand in a bathing suit and almost always cover myself with wide sweaters and capes. But when I go into the water to swim a little bit, I immediately notice lots of attention. Once, a girl reproached me and said to me that I do not need an inflatable circle because I already have two on me. In addition to the fact that with big breasts it's very uncomfortable to move around, buying clothes for my figure is still a problem. As soon as I walk into some fashion store, the saleswoman shakes her head negatively, saying, "I'm sorry, but we don't have your size," unless a robe adds another one, and they turn their backs on me. I have to buy clothes in huge sizes and carry them to the seamstress, who adjusts them to my size. Thus, it's not the most fashionable clothes, but at least I can wear them. But if you think that's it, you're wrong. For me, driving a car is a whole issue. I have a hard time getting into a car. If the car is small, I get completely stuck between the steering wheel and the seat, and I'll need help to get out of there. And sometimes it feels like my breasts can steer and honk at passerby on its own. But despite all the disadvantages, there are a lot of advantages of having a huge breast. For example, I can put a plate of food directly on it, using it as a portable table. Have you ever kept anything in your bra? Believe me, I can carry anything in mine. I recently sneaked soda and candy into a movie without anyone noticing. And it's also a great way to figure out, is the guy really interested in you? Or he's only interested in one thing? I call it a breast detector. One look in the wrong place, I can figure out the guy immediately. What about you girls? Who has big breasts? Share your stories. Or small. I'd love to read your stories.